Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Let's see who's here. Let's see who's joining, who's jumping in. Always nice to have a few people here. All right, awesome. Where's everybody joining from? I always ask that beautiful question just because I always want to know where you're all joining from. I do lives generally in different times, so yes, Amelia's in the house. Hello, my wonderful friend. And Omar's, what are you drinking? Today I'm having a little bit of coffee. No tea today, coffee a little bit. Ethiopia, awesome. Thank you for connecting. Durham, UK, very, very good. Hello from Slovenia's in the house. That's very, very good. Okay. Vahala, hello, my friend. Nice to have you here. And Katrina's in the house. Good evening from the UK. Hello, my wonderful friend. Nice to see you here. Enjoy coffee. Thank you, my friend. Yes, most of the time around this time I have tea, but today I decided to make it a little more interesting and have some coffee. It's all good. All right. So for those of you that are joining, feel free to share this live if you feel so. If you feel that somebody will benefit from whatever we are discussing here, by all means, you can share this live. And for those of you that don't know me, you're always free to check my page here on TikTok. And if you like what you see, you can hit a follow, of course. And at the same time, right beside it, where you're going to see the little bell icon, you can hit that, and you will get notified every time I actually upload a video, like I did earlier. Okay, and for those of you that were asking about my other social media platforms, of course, you will find my link tree right at the bottom of the page. You can tap on that, and it's going to direct you to my YouTube and Instagram. And very, very soon, I'm going to have my personal website on there as well. So, and for those of you that wish to subscribe, thank you, my wonderful friend. This is your opportunity to do so. You can subscribe only while I am live broadcasting, of course. And anybody that does and wishes to can have a 15-minute Zoom meeting with me just to touch base and see how things are going. Okay, so today, what I want to discuss is heart and throat, I mentioned. Okay, so what does this mean? I did a live yesterday, and quite a few folks, thank you, Amelia, were asking actually about, I love that, about manifestations. Okay, and I see there's quite a bit of interest in what we call manifesting. And although, I generally don't like using that term for different reasons that I'm not going to get into right now, okay, I decided to give you a little bit of an extra tip on manifestation, of course. Okay, so this one, believe it or not, if you actually have a picture, a visual picture of what it is that you want to do, okay? What is it that you want to manifest? Do it right now while we are doing this live. Just picture it, all right? As you are doing this, what I want you to do is actually go through the whole process. I did a video actually earlier about this, but I didn't exactly explain the whole process. I'm going to do a separate video on this one. But anyway, just picture what it is that you want and feel it, okay? What was the air like? What are you wearing? Who are you with? What is happening? How are you feeling? What's the weather like? All kinds of little details, okay? Put as much detail as you can into it, okay? Now, see yourself in the present moment as having what it is that you want to manifest, right? Remember, there's no past or future, there's just now. So when you see yourself in the present moment holding this manifestation, okay, where do you feel it? It's a question. If anybody is actually playing along and did it correctly, you can actually feel it right now while I'm doing live. Thank you, Joanna. Where do you actually feel it? Any comments? There is an energy center or two energy centers. I'm going to give you a tip that when you actually do this properly, you are going to feel it. In the tummy, close, but not quite not close enough. My heart, yes, Amelia, you hit it. There's also one more. You feel it in the heart. There's also one more that accompanies the heart. Katrina, stomach, close enough, but not exactly the one that I'm looking for. In my mind's eye, close, but not what I'm looking for. The heart that you mentioned is definitely one of them, Amelia. There's one more center that I'm looking for. My brain, the right side, no. I love you. Throat, you got it, Joanna. All right. So you feel it in the heart and the throat, okay? What are you feeling? You're actually feeling a frequency, okay? You're feeling a vibration. So as you are feeling this frequency and this vibration, congratulations. That's actually what it is. That's exactly the frequency that you are generating when you actually have what you want to manifest. That's a little tip for you, okay? So in other words, what is happening? In other words, your manifestation, if you hold that vibration, that frequency that you just felt in the heart, okay, and your throat area, congratulations. You're right there. You got it. Just visualize what it is that you want to do. Feel that frequency in your heart and throat, and you got it. That was a little tip. All right. So, having said that, I'm going to repeat it in a little short while, but I want to see where some of your comments are here and where's everybody connecting. We already said that, but feel free to ask me any questions or make any comments. It doesn't necessarily have to be about this topic, but I'm glad that two of my actual fave people here, Katrina, thank you, actually found it. I'm really happy that you guys found it, actually. All right, so let's see some of your comments here. And let's see what is happening. Okay, good evening from the UK, of course. Enjoy the coffee, of course. Okay, thank you, my friend. Really love it. For 2023, I love it. Hello from Germany. New Zealand is in the house. Manoj, thank you, my friend, for being here. Okay. And Katrina, of course, like usual, you rocked it today. That's awesome. All right. And hi, what if your head comes out for astral travel but goes back into your body again? No vision. So if your head comes out for astral travel but goes back into your body again, no vision. I'm not quite sure what the question is here, but make no mistake, when you actually leave your body and you astral travel, I see there's a lot of interest in that topic as well. You will definitely know that you're astral traveling, and when you are ready to come back, you will come back. So I'm not sure what the question was there, but thank you, my wonderful friend, for that. All right, so let's go back down. Thank you for the bouncy ball, my wonderful friend. Okay, fingers, awesome. Okay, my heart and my stomach. Katrina, yeah, that was actually very close, because again, your heart, your stomach, and your throat, actually all those energy centers are all connected, of course. Your third eye, of course. Okay, so my personality, very nice speech. Hello from France. Okay, Francis, we have somebody from France. Fame, awesome. Thank you for connecting. So Mark is asking, the same feeling for opening your third eye? No, actually, your third eye would feel more of a tingling or more of a vibration, okay? The way you do that is you simply just focus your attention towards what we call the third eye, which basically is right between your eyebrows, a little slightly just above that whole area, okay? You will feel a tingling sensation, or you might feel it warm, or you might feel it like it's vibrating, right? That is the indication for your third eye. What I'm talking about, the actual heart and throat, some people call them chakras, that's fine. Everything is energy. I don't like to name anything with anything, but you feel it in this area right here, okay? And for some of you that mentioned the stomach, that is very, very correct too, because the stomach is lined up with those two, but mostly you will feel it from here up. So your third eye does not feel like that. It's a different feeling altogether. This right here, you're feeling a frequency and vibration, but a little different for the third eye. Okay. Amelia, thank you for that, my friend. Hello from Minnesota. Stacy, hello, my wonderful friend. Okay, incomplete astral projection and crazy vibration. Very good. I see we're getting a lot of comments here. Are your ears ringing all the time? I think they are most of the time, because there's a lot of people speaking about me. Katrina, thank you, my wonderful friend. Wow, look at that. That was so beautiful. Okay, and of course we said Romania's here. And Katrina, really happy to be here. Love your lives. I am so blessed to have all of you here watching my lives. And Pixie Vibes, thank you for being here, my wonderful friend. Always nice to have you here. Hello from Tigray. Awesome. Okay. Good evening from New York City. Love your videos. Thank you, my wonderful friend. Always nice to have you here. Greetings from Poland. Okay, we have quite a few people from all around the world here, and I really, really love that. Pixie, hello, my wonderful friend. Love to you from Iraq. Thank you, my wonderful friend. Love and light to you as well. I wish I could read your name, but that's all good. It's all energy. Doesn't really matter at the end, because who we really are is not our name. Thank you. I love it. And good evening. Love from Bavaria. Love and light to you as well, my wonderful friend Sebastian. Thank you for connecting from the wonderful area of Bavaria, one of my favorites in Germany. Okay. Are your ears ringing at the time? Mine are. So it is very, very common if you hear a near ring or a near ringing or buzzing when you astral travel. I guess that's what you're asking here, right? It's very, very common. And even if you don't astral travel, believe it or not, then some people have these different frequencies ringing into their ears. It's all normal, okay? Okay. Marcus, for me being an analytical thinker, it's hard to try and astral travel. So again, this is, you just mentioned it, right? Your mind and your thoughts are actually putting the brakes on this, okay? And it is very, very normal, because the minute we start analyzing things, what happens is we're not the ones in control. What happens is our brain takes over, our thoughts take over, and they start controlling what we are about to experience, of course, okay? So try not to analyze things too much, and try being more in the present moment. Hi, Unlimited. Hello, my wonderful friend. Thank you for being here. And Annie, thank you for joining. Can you talk about when you come back from astral travel and waking up? All right, so that's actually the easy part, Annie. When you come back from astral traveling, you are going to feel, in most cases, rejuvenated. You're going to feel refreshed. You're going to feel as if you came back, depending on what you wanted to achieve, of course, right? I'm talking about the ones that I like to do, like explore. You go out and you explore, and you find out whatever it is that you want to find out, right? So when you come back, you feel rejuvenated, you feel energetic, and you always have this sense of belonging. Okay, and what I mean by belonging, you are one with the universe. Like you know what I mean? Like you're not foreign to anything. Everything belongs to you, and you belong to it. It's an amazing feeling. So when you wake up, Annie, you just go about your normal business and just enjoy your day. Believe it or not, you will feel refreshed. Okay. Can you be attacked by other creatures as you travel? So, treasure hunters, thank you for the wonderful question. No, you cannot. And when I say no, you cannot, is because who you really are can never be attacked. Okay. Keep in mind, your body is staying here. Okay. Who you are, or a part of who you are, because not the whole of you is actually traveling. It's just a part of you, the part that we call the soul. Okay. That is traveling, that cannot be hurt because, again, it is part of a much bigger version of you that is overlooking everything, believe it or not. So, no, you cannot be hurt. Things might scare you, yes, okay, but that doesn't mean that they can hurt you. It is your perception of what you see that is actually what is holding you back. Okay. Stacy, is transporting in dreams the same as astral projection? So it would be something very, very similar, okay? In terms of transporting, you basically just go from one end to another or whatever it is that you want to do. And astral travel works very, very similar. Except in astral travel, you actually feel the whole sensation of moving through space and time most of the time. And sometimes, if you don't feel like you're floating around, you just think of a place or thing or whatever it is that you want to do, and you're there instantly. It's kind of like transporting in this case. My puppy is all around the place. Hey, go sit down, will you? All right. Good evening from Greece. Hello, my wonderful friend. And Pixie Vibes, thank you for the 2023 their wishes. Okay, hello from Tigray. How do we know? How do we know what? I'm not sure what the question is. Why would you want to open your third eye? Seeing demons all the time, etc. So, again, this is something that is created by your mind, believe it or not. Okay, whatever you see is something that your mind is creating. Okay, in this case, if you expect to see demons, you're going to see demons. If you expect to see something different, you're going to see something different. Okay, but whatever beings you see, know that you cannot be hurt. Nobody can hurt you. Okay, is it scary to astral travel? Again, it all depends on how you perceive things. Katrina, thank you, my wonderful friend. And Derek is in the house. Okay. Hi, buddy. I need to know how to dream. Very night I sleep. I never remember my dreams. Okay, I see. So the way you do this is simply by putting the intention out there. Okay, just before you go to sleep, you are going to put the intention either verbally or inside of you. You are going to say that when I dream and I wake up, I want to remember that dream. Plain and simple. You don't need to add too many colors to this, okay? But this is the key now. When you wake up in the morning, or whenever you wake up, okay, the key to this whole thing is for you to actually not move, okay? Don't even move your head, don't move your eyes. If you wake up, when you wake up, I should say, all you need to do is just stay still for like a few seconds and recall your dreams. There's a technique to this, because the minute you move, what's going to happen is your brain is automatically going to kick into waking up mode, and it's going to forget about any kind of a dream that you had. But trust me, you are having multiple dreams every night. You're not the only one that doesn't remember them. A lot of people do not remember them, actually. All right, any of my subs here that have said something else? I'm going to go right back up, but I have a lot of comments here, so I'm trying to see if any of my subs have said anything here. I do like to prioritize certain things. So Um, okay, Pixie Vibes. In my dreams, my soul is off on a journey with someone I am very intimate with. Is that normal? Absolutely. In a sense, it is normal for you because this is happening, okay? So for you, this is very, very normal. Basically, what this is you are, keep in mind, when we say dreams, you are living a reality in a different dimension, okay? So this is actually happening, okay, Pixie Vibes. This is happening for yourself and for this someone that you are intimate with. So you are both there. You are both connected, and it looks like you're not just connected in this lifetime, but you are connected in other dimensions as well. And that is very, very normal, believe it or not, because again, we we come to this planet as soul groups, I should say, okay? And a lot of us, you know, interchange and we change different roles. But in this case, it is clear that you have a very, very strong connection with the person that you're intimate with. And yes, it's not just a dream, it is a different reality. Okay. When you travel, can you affect people you know in real life? Yes, you can actually. And this happens, believe it or not, because when you travel, you connect also with the other people's souls, if you want to call it that. I'm just calling it a soul just so we can have an understanding of what we are discussing, okay? When you have this connection with the other people on the other side, you can actually even resolve issues or problems. If you sit there and you communicate with that person, what's going to happen, that person is going to wake up and whatever issues you had will be resolved, believe it or not, because now you had a conversation with who they really are, okay? So don't be surprised if next time you see them, you know, their attitude will change totally towards you, okay? Even though they have no recollection of what happened, doesn't matter. You've connected with them on a soul level. All right. Beautiful questions, like usual. Greetings to Papi. Yes, Katrina, she's here and she's all over the place. Shahira, good evening, wise man. Thank you, my wonderful friend, for being here. Hey, Bailey, come on, go sit over there. She's all over the wires and everything. She's funny. All right, so I'm gonna go back up and see any other comments that you might have. Okay, back up, because I jumped quite a few comments here. Okay, so I think I stopped here. Hello. So Marcos, okay, what sort of advice would you give to someone who has a hard time to even start astral traveling? Okay, so the best way to do this is by simply just allowing it to happen, okay? Not be afraid of it. That's the first thing, okay? So let's say you go to, just before you go to sleep, put the intention, follow one of those techniques that I showed. I think I showed like 3 of them. I'm probably going to show another one as well. Follow one of those techniques, okay, and just allow it to happen, okay? The minute you allow it to happen, nothing is going to be hard for you anymore, okay? The whole key to everything is us allowing the process, because what happens is we're the ones that are actually blocking it. And we block it all of the time. Not most of the time, all of the time. We are the ones that are blocking the whole process. And not just about astral traveling, but anything in general, we're the ones that are blocking it. Okay, so Leo, what does it mean, ears ringing? Again, when your ears ring, you are listening to different frequencies, different vibrations, and I get it. If it is a constant ring, you're constantly into a different vibration, believe it or not, in a different frequency. If it is just a ring that comes and goes, okay, depending on where you're located and where you are moving around, you're picking up different vibrations in that area. Beautiful. Okay, so love and light from Ohio, the heart of the land. Thank you, my wonderful friend, for connecting, Joanna. That's awesome. All right. And Derek says, hello from Arkansas, or Arkansas. I like to call her Arkansas. That's beautiful. I drove by your state, when was it? Maybe 3 years ago? I think 3 years ago I drove by. Beautiful area. Thank you. Okay, thoughts on constant chest vibration, feeling, and light-headed. Okay, so if your chest is vibrating, my question to you, Tracy, is are you intentionally putting your focus on your chest? Because if you are putting your focus on your chest, you will feel it vibrating, okay? And the lightheadedness, just when you're lightheaded, it's just normal in this condition, because what's happening is you're connecting with this vibration that you are feeling now in the chest, and your head is going to feel a little off. Again, we are connecting different energy centers of the body, okay? Bailey, come on. That's why we call them puppies. They got to be everywhere. Okay, Durham, thank you. Okay, hello from Ireland. That's awesome. Okay, in the present and your ears ring, what is this? If you are in the present and your ears ring, what is this? Okay, I get it. So when you are in the present moment and you hear your ears ringing, okay, there's definitely a message coming through, okay? And when I say a message coming through, it doesn't necessarily mean, like there's no magic here. This message is coming from your higher self or your guides or whoever, different dimensions. For example, okay, you might be in different dimensions and sending messages back to you. So in this scenario, you just need to allow whatever it is that's coming through to just come through. How do you allow it? Just by simply, Bailey, just by simply accepting it, okay? Just sitting back and accepting it. That's how you allow it. And just feel this energy coming, slow and, what's the word I'm looking for? Calm. Okay, just be in a calm state and it will come. Okay? Thank you, DJ Rock. I've been a lot in Egypt in my meditations. I think insects and medicine man. And I was killed by soldiers. Okay, so what is most likely happening here, okay, when you are meditating and you see these kind of images, you are most likely having a memory or an event from a past life, okay? This is mostly what is happening here. My interpretation would be exactly of that. Thank you, DJ Rock. You are having a traumatic, I should say, memory of a past life. And in this case, something like this would be traumatic, of course. If you're remembering that you were killed by some soldier, I can't see anything being more traumatic than that, to be honest with you. So, just learn how to resolve it. That's all. Okay, now to have more dreams. How to have more dreams. So, believe it or not, you are constantly having dreams. Okay? The issue is not for you to have dreams. The issue is for you to remember the dreams. And the way you do that is by simply, again, putting the intention out there just before you go to sleep. And you would say something as simple as, I'm going to sleep now, and I'm going to dream, and when I wake up, I want to remember my dreams. That's it. Put the intent out there. Now, the key, though, again, as I said earlier, in the morning when you wake up is not to move. Okay? So if you can just stay still for, you don't have to stay still for a long time, just a few seconds. Stay still for a few seconds and just try to recall what you were dreaming of. They will come to you. And once you remember your dream, then of course you can move around. You can do whatever it is that you need to do. All right. Good morning from Australia. That's awesome. It's already Friday there, I see. Okay. Okay, how to have more dreams, like I said. I answered that, my wonderful friend. Okay, thank you, thank you. Is it possible to have more dreams? Like I said, yes, it is. And the way I described it earlier is a great way for you to start. Okay, love from Norway. Awesome. So I see a lot of people here. That is fantastic. Again, what I was discussing earlier was about the heart and throat. Okay, and what I was discussing was plain and simple. If you want to manifest something, okay, and I'm cautious when I use the word manifest because, again, thank you for that. I just don't like using the word manifest because everything is here in the now, right? But a lot of you have made comments about manifestation. So what I want you to do is, even right here, right now, just sit there quietly and think of something that you want to manifest, okay? As you are thinking of this something that you want to manifest, picture it as clear as you can. Feel it, smell it, taste it if you can. Who were you surrounded with? Were there people? What was the weather like? Just take the whole picture into consideration, okay? And once you do this, just see it as being right here in the now, in the present moment. Always key that it's in the present moment, right? And as you do this, I want you to just see what you are feeling. You're feeling something, right? In two centers. Two of you already found it here earlier, and I'm proud of you. Okay, so you're going to feel this feeling right in the heart and in the throat. Okay, when you feel this feeling, this is a frequency that you are feeling. Okay, so that is the frequency of your manifestation. Okay, which means that all you need to do is picture it in your mind as you have, feel it as you have, and feel this frequency and vibration at the same time. Congratulations, because now you are in the same frequency and vibration as your manifestation, and before you know it, it will be right there. Thank you, Joanna. It's going to be right there for you, okay? Because this is how the universe operates. It operates on frequency and vibration. And if you tap into this frequency that I just mentioned, okay, when you have your manifestation, it is already there. Thank you, Amelia. Okay? It is as simple as that. It's not a matter for you to go out and ask the universe, oh, please, 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 I want this, or please. The universe doesn't understand this, okay? The universe operates on frequency and vibration. So the way you respond is plain and simple. When you have this manifestation in your hands, okay, this is what I'm going to feel like. This is the frequency that I have. Where do I feel it? I feel it in the heart area and in the throat area. Thank you, Pixie. So, since I feel it here and I have my manifestation, what does this mean? This means that your manifestation is there, okay? It will be there in a matter of like lightning fast, okay? You just need to maintain that frequency that you just felt and that vision. And it's done. Love from Norway. Awesome, thank you. And I saw a beautiful green ball hovering above the floor in front of my bedroom. Wow, that is awesome. So, my question to you is, what does that green ball mean to you? Do you know what it was? Were you scared of it? If you had no fear of it, that's a very, very good sign. But that's remarkable. Okay, so. And Pixie, okay, in my dreams, my soul is off. Okay, I read that already. That's awesome. And Justine, I'm trying to go down because, wow, I have a lot of messages. So I'm going down to see if any of my subs said that. Greetings to the puppy. Yep. Okay. And Annie. The second time I traveled, I woke up while rolling out of bed onto the floor. So, that must have been quite a journey. That's for sure, Annie. That must have been a nice journey for you to roll out of bed and on the floor. As long as you didn't bang your head onto something, then it's all good. All right, Romania. Just trying to see if any of my... Okay, Justine Zag, I met someone my soul knew on astral plane. How can I find them here? Okay, so I wouldn't put too much energy into that, because if you've already met in your astral travelings, okay, and you knew them very, very well, you might bump into them in this physical reality as a different person, of course, right? But again, I would just simply allow it to happen and not search for it. Why is this? Because if you go out there intentionally to search for them, it might kind of alter what it is that you both need to do in this physical reality. So just let it happen on its own, okay? And if it happens on its own, then you will know when you see them. You will recognize them instantly. Okay. How do you allow things to happen? By simply connecting with the energy inside of you, first of all. Okay. Second of all, you need to be still, silent, and calm. Okay. When I say calm, I mean totally relaxed, like calm. Okay. And when you are in this state, just put the intention out there and say, okay, I allow things to just come into my life. That's it. All right? Just, you can say it out loud or inside of you. You just make that statement that I allow things that just happen to me. And watch what happens. Magical things will happen to you. Guaranteed. Because like I said, the only reason why things don't happen to us is not because they're not there. Everything is around us. It's because we don't allow it. And since we are the masters and creators of our life, we are the ones responsible for these things to come by simply allowing them to come. Okay? I still got to look where that puppy is. Okay, so any other comments from... Okay, so since I have all of you amazing people here, again, I'm going to say, for those of you that don't know me, you can go ahead and you can check out my page here on TikTok. If you like what you see, please hit a follow, okay? And at the same time, you can hit the little bell icon, okay? Once you do that, you will get notified every time I upload a video. And for those of you that were asking about my other social media platforms, of course, you will find that link tree at the bottom of my page. You can tap on that. It's going to direct you to my YouTube and Instagram, and soon, very soon, I'm going to have my website on there as well. It's already created. It's just a matter of me tweaking it a bit and putting it on there, linking it with it. So, and for those of you that wish to subscribe, you can do that while I am live. Of course, that's the only time you can subscribe. Anybody that does and wishes to can have a 15-minute Zoom meeting with me on a one-to-one, just to touch base. All right, so let's see. Any other comments? We're having a lot of comments here, and I love every single beautiful comment that you guys have. Just, I love it. But I do go down because, again, I'm trying to see what my subs are saying here. At the same time, everybody's important here, don't get me wrong. It's just, I need to give some courtesy here, okay? So, and Pixie Vibe says, I often see my soulmate in my dreams, remember everything. It's actually knackering as no sleep. Okay, that's remarkable, actually. Now, my question to you, your soulmate that you see in your dreams, do you know who they are in this physical reality? Because if you don't know who they are, and you know them in that other reality, I have a funny feeling that they're going to get manifested here as well. Okay. Joanna, thank you for subscribing, my wonderful friend. Okay, Nag, I'm trying the gateway tapes. Let's talk about them. All right, so the gateway tapes, I haven't followed them, to be honest with you. I have seen a clip here and a clip there, and they are quite fascinating and interesting, to be honest with you, Nag. But at the same time, they don't, thank you, DJ Rock, they don't really surprise me, okay? And when I mean they don't surprise me, they don't surprise me because, I mean, everything is out there and we are all one, right? So, tell me what you want to talk about, and I'll gladly help you with that. So how does someone with ADHD remember their dreams? The same principle applies to someone that has ADHD as to somebody else, okay? It's the same technique, nothing different. In your case, I would also actually have a pen with a paper right beside me, or maybe even a cell phone or a tape recorder, something, right? So when you wake up, let's say in the middle of the night, and you remember something, quickly record it. That way you don't forget it in the morning, or write it down. Okay, that's the best way for somebody with that condition. Okay, good morning, my wonderful friend. And Sebastian, I wake up every day at 3:30 night since the last full moon and don't know why. Okay, so in a lot of spiritual talk, and I say spiritual talk because there's a lot of spiritual masters that are actually talking about the importance of 3 a.m. And your 3:30 is not too far away from that, okay? And we do know that, you know, certain frequencies are higher in certain times, of course, because, again, every time has its own frequency. And we do know that the numbers 369 are important on a universal scale, okay? But what I would do in your case, I would wake up, if you're waking up at 3:30 a.m. like you say you are, put your feet, get out of your bed, right? Put your feet on the ground, barefoot, sit up straight, put your feet on the ground, close your eyes, okay? And just sit there and relax in the darkness, in the silence for as long as you like, right? And allow whatever message wants to come through to you. Because believe me, if this is happening to you, and I'm not doubting that it is, if this is happening to you every single night, what you want to do is you want to get up at that time, ground yourself, like I said, put your feet down, and just allow whatever message wants to come through, because I guarantee you there is a message coming through for you at that particular time. So you need to be open and allow it to come through, okay? Yes, I know which ones, Nag. Yeah, the CIA Gateway Experience tapes. I get it. Okay, thank you. The biggest energy ever is in the thought, the idea. Absolutely. So when you think of something, when you have an idea of something, it does take a lot of energy, of course. And the more you focus on it, the more you build this energy, right? So again, you could use that even as a manifestation tip as well, right? You just think about it, you focus on something, keep that thought steady for as long as you like. A few moments, a few minutes, whatever you feel comfortable with. Thank you, my wonderful friend. And then just watch that, whatever it is that you are focused on, just grow and expand, okay? Can I manifest multiple things at the same time, or only focus on one thing at one time? So that's a beautiful, beautiful question. And while you can manifest multiple things at the same time, believe it or not. How does this happen? By, again, simply allowing things to happen, right? But if you want to manifest something specifically, okay, what I would do is focus on one thing at a time. And the reason for that is because when you focus it, you are bringing more of a laser beam energy to it, okay? You're just focusing directly, and the more you focus, the more energy you give it, the faster the outcome will be. Once you've accomplished what you wanted to do, then just turn the page and focus on the next thing, right? But having said this, yes, you can also manifest multiple things at the same time. Absolutely. It all depends on your levels of concentration. Send your thought. Awesome. Okay, let me see. Go back down. Pixie, thank you. Thank you, my wonderful friend. So Pixie, so I know him in this time. Okay, but I have this other life in my dreams. That is actually amazing. Okay, and that again doesn't surprise me, Pixie. So again, you are living in different dimensions, like I've said before. Not just you, but all of us. We live in multiple dimensions. Okay, so in one of those dimensions, or maybe even more than just one of those dimensions. All right, you have a complete different life with this person, and in this life, maybe your relationship with them is something different, right? And that's all okay. Don't try to make uh, whatever you're experiencing in one dimension, don't try to make it happen in this dimension, if you know what I mean, right? Because you're in different dimensions and you have different roles to play in those different dimensions, right? Sometimes they can be very, very similar, sometimes the same, but they all have a little slight difference. But that's amazing. That is beautiful. Thank you for sharing, Pixie. Now, having said that, uh, who's to say that you can't have the same kind of a lifetime or life that you are experiencing in that dimension with them in this dimension? Mario, thank you, my wonderful friend. Thank you for joining. Haven't seen you in a while. That's awesome. All right. So again, Nag, I encourage you to try them. I keep falling asleep during the first tape. Okay, that's wonderful. If it works for you, right? If these tapes work for you, by all means, try them, listen to them, and by all means, when you are in alignment with something, just be in alignment with it and just follow through with it. 1000%. So let's go back down. Okay. I'm trying to see, because we got a lot of messages, trying to see if any of the other subs. All right. Okay, beautiful. Back up. I love this. You guys are wonderful. So many questions and so much information here. And I love it. So Nag says there are protections built in to protect you while on the astral plane. You mentioned in one of, yes, again, there are, okay, and the reason for that is because let's say you want to astral travel, okay, and sometimes you get a little carried away and you want to stay there, for example, right? Now, what's going to happen in this scenario, if it is not your time to go, and chances are it's not your time to go, your higher self, okay, is on top of this. It is overlooking, and I'm saying it, which is you again. But you're overlooking, I should say it like this, you, who you are overlooking the whole process from a different perspective when you astral travel, okay? So even if from this perspective you want to stay, your higher self is going to kick you right back into your body because it's going to say, you don't see it from where I am, so you need to go back, right? And this is exactly what's going to happen. And this is what we're talking about when we say that there are protections built in, okay? Totally. Beautiful. Thank you for your wonderful comment. So, can you please give examples of things you have manifested and how long did it take to manifest it? All right, so this is not about me, believe it or not, this is about you. So, the question here to ask is to ask yourself, okay, the same thing. And what do I mean by this? It is very, very important to focus this energy upon yourself, okay? And the reason for that is because the more you focus on yourself, the quicker your manifestations will come to you, okay? Because you are feeding it energy, if that makes sense to you, okay? And the time, if you want to call it that it's going to take you to manifest this, it all depends on how much energy you are focusing on it, okay? So if I were to give you an example of myself, that would mean nothing to you because you and I operate differently, okay? And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just everybody operates differently. So my time would be different than your time. What I manifest might not be something that you manifest, like, you know what I mean? Because we all have different interests, of course, right? That's what I mean by that. Okay. That's a nice one. Thank you, Nappy. Could you possibly make a video about seeing another version of yourself while in astral? Thank you. That's not a bad idea. Maybe I should make one since you made this beautiful comment. And it's actually very, very interesting. I'm just going to briefly touch on that, okay? Because when you bump into yourself in different dimensions, okay, you first of all instantly know that it's you, all right? Number one. And number two, depending on where your other version is, okay, in what dimension, you always gather valuable information from yourself in that dimension, okay? Because again, they are looking at things from a different perspective than what you are. And at the same time, maybe you can give them some valuable information that they might not be aware of. All right, so that's wonderful. Maybe I will do a video on that. It's very, very good. It is crazy. I am full of energy. That is not crazy, Sebastian. That is actually amazing. And a lot of people want to have that so-called problem, if I might say. Everybody is just, they're dying for energy. They want to have energy. And really, energy is everywhere around us. So all we need to do is just be the consciousness behind it. Focus on that energy and just watch it grow. So if you're feeling low, not talking about you, but in general, if you're feeling low on your energy in your body, the quickest way to actually boost it is to just simply focus on your internal energy and just let it expand and keep focusing on it day in, day out, every minute. The more you focus on it, you're going to see your life will transform dramatically. All right. Okay, thank you. I will. Okay. Thank you, Sebastian. That's beautiful. Going down to see what else we have here. Next says, if I told you that you could talk to aliens this way, what do you think? It is totally normal. And believe it or not, like I've said before, there's no such thing as aliens. And what do I mean by that? I mean that everybody in every universe is all connected. That's what I mean by aliens. Bailey, out of there. Bailey. Bailey. She's under my Christmas tree. Yeah. Come on, Bailey. Puppies are puppies. It's okay. She was just under the Christmas tree. All right. So it's assumed by many that this is how they communicate. All right. So they do communicate, believe it or not, in most cases telepathically, okay? Because even yourself, your higher self, who you really are, actually communicates telepathically. This is why when you bump into people, a lot of times, you bump into them after maybe you had a thought about them or something like that. This is because you've already had that connection telepathically with them, all right? Okay. And United Macedonia is here. Hello, my wonderful friend. Haven't seen you in a while. Greetings, sir. How do I know if I have improved on an energy level? Beautiful question. First of all, you are going to feel it, okay? And the quickest way you will feel it, first of all, is by your own energy levels. You will feel that your energy levels in your body have improved as well. For example, if you are sleeping well, that's a good example. If you go through the day and you feel energetic, that's another great example, okay? So one of the key components is your own energy levels, of course, okay? The other key component would be if you are hanging around with people in situations that are generally happy, that's another indication that your energy levels have improved as well, because all of a sudden now you're in a different vibration, you're a different frequency, you're attracting different types of people that are similar to that level and energy. Beautiful. First time tuning in too, hello. Rose Allen, thank you for connecting, my wonderful friend. Love and light to you. Always a pleasure to have wonderful people jump on board here. And okay, if concentrating kissing with my girlfriend, I can feel kissing sensation in girlfriend. Can feel it too? So most of the time, believe it or not, yes, your girlfriend would be able to feel it as well. But this would happen mostly when she is in a calm state. Okay, so if let's say it is a time just before she falls asleep, she would be able to pick up on this, what you were just discussing here, right? And the reason for this is because any other time she might not be able to pick up on it, because your mind or her mind, her constant thoughts are taking over and they kind of interfere with everything, right? But beautiful questions. I love that. All right. Anybody else down here? Love and light to all. Love you. Okay, Mario Tattoo. Excellent. Thank you, my wonderful friend. Joanna, I was listening and driving. Laugh aloud. Can you repeat your thoughts on spirit guides? All right. So again, spirit guides are exactly what the word means. Okay, they are guides. They are guides that are there to kind of not tell you what to do, Joanna. Okay, they are just there to guide you because they see things from a different perspective. Okay, and they see things. It's like how can I put it? Picture yourself driving on a road. Okay, and as you are driving, you come, let's say you're driving around the mountains and you're coming around a corner, right? As you're coming around the corner, you don't know if you jump into the left lane if there's a truck or something coming from the other side. Example, right? But your spirit guides, or who you really are seeing this whole scenario play out from a different perspective. So they see it from above. Picture it like that. When they see it from this perspective, they can see if there's a truck coming or not, and they can notify you, okay? Whereas you, I'm just giving a truck as an example, of course, right? Whereas you, as you are driving, you can't see that because you have a different perspective on it, but they have a different. So this is how spirit guides actually operate. But ultimately, the decision is always yours, Joanna. You are the one in charge. You are the one doing whatever it is that you need to do. Great example. They see the truck coming, they tell you, hey, Joanna, there's a truck coming, there's a truck coming. Even if you picked up on that, you might say, so what, I don't care, I'm still going to go there, right? So the decision is ultimately yours, regardless. Beautiful. All right. Any other comments here that we might have? Shahira, how to bring the energy and faith back while feeling discouraged and worried. So, first of all, you've already hit this dead on because you already put the discouraged and worried part into play here. Okay? So, the quickest way to do this, believe it or not, Shahira, is this. Okay? Stand still and touch your heart area, your heart space. With your left hand, right hand, doesn't matter. I prefer the left because it's just closer. Touch your heart space. And while you touch your heart space, focus on a positive emotion. Nothing else. Just focus on maybe compassion, gratitude, appreciation, love, or any other joy, any other kind of emotion that is positive. Do this for 5 to 10 minutes, believe it or not, every single day. I prefer to do it in the morning, but if you can do it twice a day, even better. The whole idea of you touching your heart center is because when you put your focus when you touch something, your mind automatically goes there. You're focusing on it, right? And now by you touching your heart center and focusing on a positive emotion, what's going to happen is you are creating this energy around you, this magical energetic field of positive emotions. If you do this for 5-10 minutes every day, okay, believe me, Shahira, your life will change, because now this discouragement and the worrying that you have will disappear. It's going to be flooded with whatever positive emotions you put there and your intention towards your heart. This is the key of frequency and vibration. It's like how I started earlier this live when I was talking about the heart and the throat. This is the key. Your heart center, believe it or not, when you feed it with positive emotions, it generates this beautiful field of energy and frequency around you that goes beyond what you can imagine, okay? And you are attracting the same. So this discouragement and worried part will disappear on its own. Beautiful. Thank you, Shahira. Okay, any other questions from anybody else down here? I love you guys. Such a wonderful group. Okay, I'm going to go back up now because I skipped people around. And how many times have you come out of your body, Lucas? Okay, so believe it or not, Lucas, every single time you go to sleep, every night you come out of your body. Every night. And why is that? That's because your soul, I call it soul, has nothing to do while you are sleeping. Think about yourself as an electric, the driver of an electric vehicle. You know the Teslas, right? Anybody that has a Tesla, what do? You drive that vehicle during the daytime, you conduct your daily business, and then at the end of the night, you plug it in. Why? Because it needs to get recharged. So think of the Tesla as your body in this case. It is recharging, it is sleeping, but you, who are the driver, in this case, when it comes down to your body, you are the soul. What happens? You exit the car, you let it recharge. Your soul exits the body and it lets it recharge because it's got nothing else to do, right? So it goes and it roams around. The difference, though, is when you come back, you don't necessarily remember what you were doing. And this is because it's designed like this, okay? Unless you intentionally try to astral travel and intentionally remember, okay? It's all by design. And the reason for that is because you are still here to experience this physical reality the way you want to experience it. And if you had all your memories of all your previous lifetimes, if you had all the memories of where you are traveling every night and what information you're bringing back, this life here wouldn't be so interesting all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? So you need to live this life because there are lessons for you to learn here. So that's why all this is by design, for you to forget it. All right. Beautiful, 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 beautiful questions. I love you guys. You guys are awesome, like usual. And what other questions we have? I have a whole bunch of questions that I probably jumped because it's just, we're having a lot of comments here and I love it. Polsky Jerry, hello my wonderful friend. Dardania, can you touch the physical world while astral projection? So, when you say touch the physical world, let me put it to you like this, okay? Believe it or not, everything that you see around you is not physical, okay? Nothing is physical. So, and actually science has caught on to this lately and has picked up on it. We quickly realize that even this pen or your body, when you zoom into the most powerful level that you can zoom in, you are going to find that the only thing you're going to see here is nothing. That's right, nothingness, zero, okay? But when I say zero, you will see energy dancing around in forms of waves, okay? So the energy that you see here is not physical, it's energy. So you have energy and then you have awareness or consciousness, okay? And when you project your awareness into or onto something that is energy, doesn't matter what, because everything is energy around you, then you can influence it, you can alter it. Okay, so when you astral travel, okay, you are actually going into different dimensions, which are also non-physical, but they appear physical to you. So can you touch this physical world? Yes, you can from that point. Okay, you can change things in this physical world because, again, nothing is physical. And once you realize this, you can make altercations. You can change things. Okay, you can, yes, definitely change things. I don't know if you quite, I shouldn't say you didn't understand. I don't know if you, yeah, what I just mentioned is big. That's why I'm saying that. It's big to grasp. I get it. Okay. And Pixie Vibes, how can I encourage a 13-year-old to meditate? That's beautiful. So the best way to do that is if you can actually maybe find a school or something of maybe kids around the same age, teenagers around the same age that are doing it, right? If you can find some kind of a class or a yoga class or something that encourages youngsters to meditate, that is probably your best bet, because at that age they kind of have a tendency of following what their siblings are doing, right? So if you can find other teenagers doing the same thing, a group of them, that's the best way to do it, Pixie. All right. Many thanks. No problem, Shahira. That's awesome, awesome. Can you control where your soul goes? 1000%. Yes. Thank you for the beautiful question. You can always control where your soul goes because you are in charge. You are in command. Nobody can tell you otherwise. Okay. I wake up every hour as a caregiver to my adult son. How do I recharge? So, this is a tough one, of course, and I feel for you. I really, really have empathy for you, okay? But remember this. What you are going through here with your son, is actually remarkable, okay? This is a lesson for you and for your adult son, of course, but that's not the question here. The question is, how do you recharge? In order for you to recharge, you want to be fully present and aware of the moment, okay? What I would strongly recommend to you is to find silence in whatever it is that you are doing. Connect with silence, okay? For example, let's say right here, right now, we are live on this video. Stop for a second. Don't move your eyes, okay? Just stop and listen. If you feel, if you hear like any kind of a noise that you hear, in between you're going to find gaps of silence. Connect with that, okay? Every moment that you can connect with silence, your batteries will recharge, believe me, because silence is the key to everything. Silence is you connecting with who you really are, okay? If you understand the significance of this, okay, you basically, your 1 hour sleep will seem like you're getting so much rest, okay? Connect with silence at every opportunity you get. Even while you are taking care of your adult son, as you are taking care of him, stop for a second. Even if it is just for a second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, doesn't matter, right? The idea behind this is for you to connect with silence. Even now, as I'm talking, okay, I'm talking with you, there are moments like as I'm talking, I stop, right? That second or 2 seconds, that silent part, connect with it. And you're going to see that you will get recharged very, very quick like that. But it's got to be part of your daily routine for this to work, okay? And not only that, but you're going to connect with who you really are, and you're going to see amazing results in your life. All right, again, for those of you that don't know me, go right ahead and check out my page. If you like what you see, hit a follow. At the same time, you can click on the bell icon, so every time I upload a video, you get notified. And right at the bottom of my page, you will find my link tree. If you tap on that, that's going to direct you to my YouTube and Instagram. And soon I'm going to have my website on there. And there you can click on it, and you can even register for online mentorship and all that stuff, right? There's going to be different things, there's different programs. And for those of you that want to subscribe, you can do this while I am live. Anybody that subscribes and wishes to can have a 15-minute Zoom meeting with me on a one-to-one, just to touch base with one another. Okay, let's see. And if I'm skipping some of your comments, and know that it's not done intentional, I'm going through different comments. I'm looking for mostly what my subs are saying. Not that everybody else is not important. That's not what I'm saying. But, I do owe them at least that much, right? So, I have to jump off. Love and light. Love and light to you as well. Pixie Vibes, always a pleasure to have you here. All right, let's see. Any other comments? We have a lot of comments here. And of course, I can't, in this time period, connect with everybody. Okay, so Katrina, I love connecting with silence. That's why I stopped watching TV. That is awesome, Katrina. Yes. But actually, I'm glad that you brought the TV part. So a lot of us love to watch TV, of course, right? It's a norm. It's part of the everyday thing for most of us. So even as you are watching TV, you will find moments of silence, right? Either during a commercial break or during one scene to the other. There are moments of silence. So what I'm trying to say here, if you connect with silence for longer periods, even better. But if you can't connect for longer periods, even if you, for a second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, whatever time is available, just connect with it. Thank you for bringing that up, Katrina. Amazing. There is no time scale in spiritual realm. 1000%. You are totally correct, my friend. Time is, it doesn't exist in the spiritual realms, of course. Okay, we just have time here because we wanted to experience time. We wanted to feel and see time in a linear fashion, linear way. Okay, so this is one of the reasons why we came here as well. Thank you for bringing that up. And Heather, I always go to sleep telling myself I'm going to be motivated the next day. But every morning, I end. Okay, so telling yourself is not really going to stop it, right? Okay, by what? At the end, okay, in the morning, I end up lying round to no energy. Okay, so again, you can tell yourself whatever you want to tell yourself, but telling yourself and putting the intention are two different things. So instead of telling yourself, Heather, put the intention on what it is that you want to do, okay? And again, if you want to have energy, it's not just about sleeping. Your energy will also come from connecting with silence, believe it or not. And not just your energy, but your mood will improve. You will feel happy. Why? Because now you are naturally connected with who you are. And who you are is naturally a being of love and light. So Try connecting with silence and try to put the intention out there. And do you believe in God? So the question is not what I believe in, my friend. The question is, what do you believe in? And there's a big reason for this, right? Because what you believe in will determine how you see things, okay? Because you are the creator of your own reality. So ask yourself what you believe in. All right? Beautiful questions. I love them. Rob Riley. Okay. I tried to astral travel last night, but couldn't grab the spot, what you explained in your video. Okay, so I guess you were trying to do it with the X or the marking. How about if you did it like I suggested in the first video? Okay, you have to have dim light so you can see the spot, right? Maybe you want to put a piece of tape there or something if you don't want to ruin the wall, right? Like put something that sticks there and just pay attention to that, all right? Just look at it, look at it, look at it. Keep doing it until it works for you. A lot of times it takes practice, and you're not necessarily going to do it on your first shot, okay? But don't get stressed over it, Rob. Just try it again. And if that technique doesn't help you, there's the other two that I also posted, and I might even post another one as well, okay? The internal now, yes, my friend, as usual. Okay, how do you connect with silence? Do you focus on breathing? So, breathing is not how you connect with silence, believe it or not, but breathing will also put you in a meditative state. To connect with silence, you just simply look around you, observe, stay quiet, don't move at all, right? And just listen to nothing. Listen to the gaps. That's how you connect with silence. Breathing, on the other hand, is a form of, again, self-awareness. Yes, you can become self-aware when you breathe, but it's not exactly the same as connecting with silence. So, Creed says, thank you, brother. What is telepathy and can you use it to connect? 1000%. So telepathy is when you have a thought, for example, all right? And somebody in the room caught the same thought. Just an example. Or you thought of someone and that someone just shows up on the street around the corner or something. Or you thought of someone, maybe they're in a different country, and all of a sudden you see a post that they made, or they called you, or something like that. That is telepathy, right? Telepathy is when you can both connect your thought, okay? Can you use it to connect? 1000%. Okay, there's always ways to improve your telepathy. There are ways and techniques for you to become better and better at it. And once you learn these, you can connect with people more easily, I should say. It's exactly what I need. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Heather. Thank you so much. I will try. Awesome. So again, we have a lot of beautiful questions. And this is all good. I am going to close shortly, just because I've been talking for a while, I guess now. So meditation is just keep still in mind blank with you done, feel your limbs and body, raise your mind. Yeah, there's different ways of doing meditation. That is awesome. Justine, thank you. Jasim, MST, thank you. All right. So again, I want to thank everybody for connecting. I want to thank everybody for being here. Again, as I mentioned at the beginning, okay, when you want to manifest something, okay, think of it in forms of vibration. Okay, thank you, Katrina. So, vibration and frequency. When you have this image in your mind of what it is that you want to manifest, all right, you are going to notice that you have a specific feeling coming from your heart center and your throat center. Okay? This frequency and vibration is the frequency and vibration, thank you, Joanna, that you feel when you actually have what it is that you want to have being manifested in the present moment. So, this is how the universe operates. This is how the universe understands what you are asking from it. Okay, so when you actually keep this visual in your mind and you connect this frequency and vibration that you just felt from your heart center and your throat center, then your manifestation is going to happen in it's going to happen so fast. It's like lightning just hit you. Okay, that's how fast it would happen. All right, so that's what I wanted to say. That's how I'm closing tonight. Okay, again, thank you all for being here. Love and light to you all. Okay, and no matter what you do, be the greatest you. Thank you for connecting. Thank you for your wonderful, wonderful questions. Love and light, Katrina. Always a pleasure having you here, and always a pleasure doing these lives with all of you. Okay, and if I don't see you until the new year, I want to wish everybody a happy and safe New Year's. Okay, and a prosperous one, of course, in any way that you want it to be. So love and light to you all, and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your holidays and a wonderful New Year's. Happy New Year. Thank you, Katrina. Okay, love and light. And like I said, in the new year, I am going to start this mentorship, like I said. Okay, the website is all ready. I'm just tweaking it a bit. I'm going to share it with those of you that wanted to connect with me, and we'll take it from there. Right. Happy New Year, love and light, and take care. Love yous all very, very much. Bye for now.